So since we were talking about the industrial food culture, and since he has joined us today, I tend to talk about chocolates when I see children in the audience. So let me just speak a little about the food industry completely ignoring the quality of the end product, the impact of the end product on the users, and only concentrating on doing best to market their product and sell their product irrespective of we think that they don't know the effect, what it will have on the health of the consumers, but you are wrong. You are being too innocent and naive if you think that they do not know the effect on our health. It is they are well aware of it, but people still go ahead with it because at the end of the day it's the figures, the numbers, the profit which is the main focus. Health is all secondary. So when speaking about chocolates, we can say that in chocolates the first step when you harvest the cocoa beans is that they need to be fermented. Where does this happen? Cocoa growth is mainly in the equatorial region, in Brazil, Ecuador, those kind of countries where the humidity is high and temperature is high. This is what is suitable for growing cocoa. Of course, now we are creating these conditions everywhere and we are able to grow cocoa, but initially in 20-30 years back, the main producer of cocoa was near the equatorial belt, the countries near the equator. So once the cocoa beans are harvested, they are similar to coffee beans. We have all seen coffee beans, they are very similar to that. The first step is fermenting the cocoa beans. So now what happens when anything is fermented? We know that there is a smell which comes out because of the process of fermentation. So because of this smell, lot of insects are attracted to the cocoa beans. So in the factories, in huge vats which are as huge as this room, cocoa beans are fermented, and because of the smell, lots of insects get attracted, including cockroaches and all other insects get attracted, and lot of them come and fall inside the vats in which cocoa beans are being fermented. So then what the manufacturers did, they started trying to take measures to prevent all these insects, like using lot of chemicals, like making the place clean, but still you know that cockroaches have escaped even volcanic eruptions. There has been a volcanic eruption, the lava is flowing out and you will see one organism which comes out of that, which is a cockroach. So these cockroaches can survive such years and years of lot of mass extinction also. It is apparently said that cockroaches have survived. So what are we humans going to do to prevent cockroaches? We are quite incapable of doing anything to 100% remove them or prevent them from coming to the vats in which cocoa beans are being fermented. So after all efforts, the producers came together and said, we are trying everything we can do, we are still not able to prevent all the cockroaches from falling into the vats. We are trying to remove as many as we can, still some amount is being left behind, so please give us permission. To whom did they apply? They applied to the FDA. FDA is Food and Drug Administration. They are the standard, they set the standards for saying, okay, this product, this food product or this medicine is good and it can be sold. So you need an FDA approval. So the FDA, they approached and gave an application saying, after all our efforts, some amount is still being left behind, so give us permission to sell chocolate along with the cockroach and insect parts. So the FDA comes and inspects the whole thing and says, yes, these people are doing everything they can, so let us set a standard. So you know how much the standard is? It is 4%, which means in every 100 grams of chocolate which you eat, up to 4 grams is permitted to be cockroach and other insect parts. So So how much is 4 grams? Cockroaches are very light, they don't weigh much. So it equals to 16 big cockroaches in a single 100-gram bar of chocolate. So imagine. So some people, when I say this, say, how does it matter? It's so tasty. So how does it matter? We're eating it anyway.
If you eat cockroach, it literally has matter.
Yes, so when you eat cockroach, the main problem is they have an effect on your lungs. A lot of the patients who come to us, children, we just stop them from having chocolate. Most of them start recovering from their asthmatic problems, wheezing problems. You don't even need to eat it. If you sit for an hour in a room where there are lots of cockroaches, you will start developing asthma or wheezing issues.
Like and subscribe Eagle Health and Beauty.